Welcome on back and gather round, gang. It's time for some more Total War Warhammer 3. We are back with the next chapter of our legendary Oxyotl campaign, where we're going to be beating down the gates of the Valerie and then chasing Deep Brow over here. He's got the bushiest of Chaos Dwarf brows, but we shall singe them off in due time. Chotek's Hammer is going to bring in a few more Salamander hunting pack. I think 6 cohort javelins is fine, and then 4 of our stalkers is a nice combo. We'll see though, won't we? The Valerie is fairly well defended with the highest tier Chaos Dwarf Bastion, although that's a close victory. Medium casualties, we'll fight it ourselves. We have not had a siege against the Chaos Dwarves in a very long time, so let's bring down the war host. Hola, skinks. Start deployment. Now, truth be told, these settlements are very... never mind, these are very sketchy to crack, but they have not invested in their walls in the slightest, which means we get to bully them a bit. However, we do want to keep our skinks back, so they're not all just getting killed by a hell cannon. That would be annoying, I can't lie. You guys don't have wall breaker, do you? The answer is no. Apex does have siege attacker, at least. So we need to get in close with our salamanders, which we have a ton, and then the razor dot as well. I got a comment asking if they are actually good. Well, truthfully, I don't know. I always try to use them, but it feels like their range is just a little bit too lackluster to really make them useful. But we are going to try. We haven't really had an opportunity yet, so this is it's a good show of if they're good or not. The different salamanders are just kind of differentiated by your blessed variant has bonus versus infantry, while your normal is bonus v large. Bring all of our stalkers on over. You don't have siege attacker, do you? No, he's got a lot of nice ward save, but no siege attacker on our skink chief. Alright, let's do this. Instead of using your gun, we're just gonna go knock over the wall naturally. The blunderbusses are gonna be very dangerous. We're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a wide angle, and in fact, try to shoot the blunderbusses a bit. You go chop through those gates. See how much damage the fire arrows get. More than I probably want, but we can drop some crows. Have them harass the walls. Avoid the shotguns and get right on in there. Sweet. Okay, that's too much damage. Fall back. Oh, the hell cannon was shooting at us as well. That's where all that was coming from. Fair enough. I don't believe we outrange the blunderbuss. 140 on them. Oh, do they fall back? Perfect. Salamanders, forward. Raise it on YouTube, but on this side, and then we'll bring up the skinks as well. Someone's got to get hit by hell cannon, unfortunately. He's gonna help out chopping through these gates. He's doing fine. Warhammer of Sotek. Oh, what happened? What happened to the blunderbusses? They're just gone. They must have got hit by friendly fire. There's no way the single bit of venom spit killed them, but if it did, hey, fantastic. I just completely missed. Fall back. We will drop a flock, though, because hobgoblins are not resistant to magic in the slightest. Can you shoot it too for a little bit of double damage? Oh, you can. Look at that. New tech. New tech for Sotek. I'll be here all week. Thank you, thank you. Alright, they're deploying the ladders, which I'm a little bit concerned. These Razor Dawn are just going to die before they get to do anything. Start shooting Razor Dawn. You've got it. Well, the javelins know what to do. Spicy boys doing more friendly fire damage than anything. Let's go ahead and move up and away. Can you hit the blunderbusses there? Do, if so. Oh, da. Yeah, bonus range on the Salamander pack's pretty nice. Well, they're throwing their barbs, but it really doesn't seem to be doing much to the guys on the walls. Which, while unfortunate, does make sense. Give him a charge. This is some unfortunate damage, not a fan. Alright, so we'll have all of the Razordon then just charge through and cut apart these cutthroats. One more smack should take them through the wall, bring the javelins closer. Yeah, look like they are struggling. Chopped right through these blunderbusses though. And choose your shots. I think they're firing a little bit too, I guess spitting a little bit too horizontally, so killing mostly skinks there, which is not something we want. A little bit of earth blood. Then we'll have them all push through into these hobgoblins. Skinks! Ankylosaurus of Doom! And truth be told, this Horned One skink is performing very well. Hungry Razordon, we need to get them some space to start launching their needles again. Charge together. Overwhelming amount of armor piercing should break that group of Chaos Dwarfs. At least they make for a fun bit of fireworks, don't they? Well, looks like the dwarfs are all gone. And the last of them take one look at our chameleons who ripped apart this cannon crew and a pulsating pleasure cannon and they run for the hills. Smart. Well, Chotek's hammer falls and no one of the blue and gold survive. Ooh. We'll loot and occupy. And now we have the ancient nest of the... what, the Oxyotl? For sure. We'll keep the Temple Guard barracks here and the Temple City. And you know, Oxyotl will be pretty useful against the forces of Tzeentch. Start building up the Geomantic Redoubt, the Pylon, and some walls. Can we get another Scarvet? No, we already probably have too many of them. Like, hang on now, you're not allowed to have those. Steals them from me. Your skinks already boosted, let's go. Is it Hunt Leader for the Razordon? It is not. It is Beast Driver, it is also not. Where are they hiding? Wait, was it in Skirmisher this whole time? It was. Defense, weapon strength, and missile strength. Hey, not bad. Well, Beast Driver it is, then. In fact, Revive Crystals will probably be pretty good for all of the ambush beasties, where they jump in, they blast you to bits, and if they take damage, they run, and they get to heal those models. Seems pretty solid. Let's get a rock for Apex. Oh yes, I've also brought in a few new names. So we've got Liam the Swift Mochi, who has made an appearance, and then we've got Nathnek. I will continue. Really? Decided to smack the filing cabinet behind me. It's just a big old chunky cat, it's fine. See, it seems like you need some ancient salamanders then. Now let's go ahead and remove these cohort. Send them back to the fields. This cohort as well, and then we'll bring in... why not 2 salamanders? Why not 2? Make everyone flammable, and then they will suffer from the hunting pack. We're not really worried about keeping the Pillar of Skulls under our control, because it's definitely going to be snatched from us. Takes Oxyotl out of Astromancy, and we will yeet him through to go deal with this settlement defense. Likely auto-resolvable. Ambush them now. Yeah, just a small herd of goats. Nothing a hail of toxin won't solve. I think we'll just exterminate them this time. We are getting to the stage where I'll probably start skipping through our skill tree passing out, or the skill point passing out, just because I'm going to be giving a lot of our lords the same skills. If it's one of a new path or something we haven't gone for before, I'll probably keep it in, but otherwise we'll start removing those. Like, these skink chiefs are going to be pretty much the exact same. They'll be slippery, bottomless quiver, and then just fill in the rest of their melee line from there. Well, you've already got your rock. Well, we probably want the agility of the lizard. You get shot at quite often. Really high value for whatever decides to take you down. Yeah, we're just going to lose the Pillar of the Skulls, which is fine. Building upgrade. No, these are all caught between a rock and a hard place. And a short, ugly, greedy man. Even the Fortress of Eyes, I don't really want to upgrade. So, we'll ignore all that. Imminent rebellion in the jungles of green mist, really. You not know what I have done for you? Apparently not. There's that rebellion that we're talking about. Typhus Rat the Contagious. Fujimochi. Go get him. Nagaron's a regional power. As long as they haven't fallen to chaos, we don't have to do anything with them. Individual lives are of little importance. The final analysis of the great plan is all that matters. Kill 1,500 enemies in battle, we're on it, don't worry. And we've got rebellions going on up in... Well, that would make sense. We just conquered both of these settlements. Give me something that makes us more gold. The Peg Street Pawnbroker. And we can try to keep it here forever. An event will soon trigger and this location will be removed. Well, I guess only after you've bought all the stuff. So if you choose to just leave everything in the Peg Street Pawn Shop, should be fine. Alright, Oxyotl. You have easily defended the home front. Let's go ahead and send you back to the frozen north to kill some more Norskins. In order to seal the northern polar gates, we still have take a whole bunch of dark fortresses. We go Reach Ventress. Likely he's just gonna run. Since we are protected from Chaos Corruption, because Oxyotl's faction is insane, we'll just go here. I need to take this settlement, not Miao Ying, that way I can build up the Geomantic Locus. Build Desolation Ridge higher. Rotten Stone's in a really bad spot. If I repair it, I think Kuntiz there is just gonna... That's an unfortunate name. He's just going to turn around and attack us. Whoop-da. Oh my. Well, see, Grimgore is going to be a fun problem for Oxyotl to deal with personally. I don't know if many of our other lords are going to be able to handle that many greenskins. Decisive win, we'll take it. Lose 5. Plus, all the looting tends to cause problems, doesn't it? Stoneski Foothills are ours. We'll go for the alignment of War or Order. Getting extra spawning sequence a turn sounds very nice. Let's go... Monuments. I think we're gonna go ahead and tear out the Temple Guard Barracks. Put in the Geomantic Bastion. Like a skink building. The Grand Plaza we don't need. And then do we upgrade the Fortress of Eyes? I think so. We could pull in some real elites here if we need to, but I think our units are pretty good. I don't want it to be nothing but giant dinos. While hilarious, it just is as overpowered as you'd expect. Single entities with artillery capability, as well as just being scary, bashy dinosaurs, is nice and fun. Still don't want it to be our entire strategy, though. Alright, Brian, let's wipe out the rest of these Bretonnians. That means Illustria belongs to the Lizards permanently. There is one last vestige of Slaanesh that they stole the Great Turtle Isle from me. Hammer and Anvil. There's the Burning Skies. Yeah, we gotta get back over here and take out the Great Turtle Isle. Hopefully, it doesn't steal it from us. Truth be told, they very well might. Oh, the Cult of Sotek wishes to join. Welcome to the army, skinks. Saltahenawin. Kadrin wants to trade. Yes. And we'll take a defensive alliance.
Sure.
Grimnir smiles on us. Goldtooth. Well, as long as you're being good and staying in the mountains, I got no problem with the ogres.
Repel chaos.
Great Orthodoxy.
What do you ask of the supreme betrayer?
We are forming the Alliance of Order. She's down to a single settlement, we'll just trade with her. Our ball has decided we're too much of a threat, he went the other way. Trade with Argwylan. Are they being dealt with by Angrund? Yeah, they are. You shouldn't have attacked the Dawi.
You seek the favor of Orkarakazul.
Orkarakazul. Now you, the disciples, you're on your own. Oxyotl wants a defensive pact. Yes, please.
Is it time?
Oh, I can pay them back a little bit for a military alliance. Yes. And then we can build up some outposts over here. Yeah, trying to keep the swamp town safe, I think, is a good idea. Ally missions kill Florence. Hochland, for whatever reason, is beefing with Ulbrich, which is pretty funny. Really, Zoishing has all sorts of good stuff. Let's drop this in an Alexandrinov. He's very unlikely. Mr. Maneater is liberating Norsca. So is Ellen Delling. That's crazy. Oxyotl's campaigns are so much fun. Order actually tends to take back over. Oh, look. Negative 16,000. I mean, do we need all these armies? No, definitely not. I'll have the Skeek Chiefs jump out, and then I'm just going to go ahead and disband everything else. Rakur, the Solar Soul Blood. We'll probably end up having a single Solar Soul Blood army. Tehenowin's only on his Razor Dawn. That doesn't make any sense at all. Gator. See you later. I guess he was recruiting up the wrong units. That's why Tehenowin was having such a hard time. I mean, Horned One's Kroxigor makes sense, but the rest of this is weird. His army is extremely expensive, but at the moment, that's a really punchy force. We're gonna leave him be. We could use some skinks. So for Tehenowin, it's been so long. But Tehenowin and Oxyotl are my twin favorite Lizardmen lords. Oh, he is better. He is good at fighting against all of the Warriors of Chaos now, or all the Forces of Chaos, rather. This used to be just Skaven. Disciples of Sotek, armor and melee defense for skinks. So income, winds of magic, replenishment, and... Oh, that's not as good as just killing. Good job, Tehenowin. We need to be a fanatic. He didn't do bad with his skills, actually. We just want to get him up on his Ancient Stegodon. Those together give us 5 more melee defense, 1 control in all provinces, and winds of magic increase. Extra spawning sequence, Plaque of Sotek, 20% resistance when casting is amazing. And then he gives everyone around him poison when he's casting. Or just all the time. Look at his crest. I'll give him a gambler's helm. Stick it on War Spear. We can give you a Talisman of Preservation, and then a casting item, I think. The Book of Ashur for more range. All you have is Flock of Doom and Weissens anyway. And Waver is replenishment, so we'll definitely pick that up for our skinks. They die in droves. They're good, but they also die. Star Metallurgist for all of our priests that can have one. These good grief. Trade good increase is insane. Faction wide. How do we get these? Sequence of the Star Chambers are researched. That is such a good ancillary. Alright, Tanowin. We want to make sure we don't lose ground against Hukram Red Axe. So what we'll do is we'll just have well, no, you're just gonna get kicked out. We don't need your army, thanks, bud. You put in some good work. And when you march for the Sentinel of Time. And how have you built things? Global recruitment duration, get rid of this. The Temple Port, yes please. Destroy. Ziggurat of Sotek. That is post-battle loot. I'm not gonna remove. Oh no. Oh, we froze for a moment. That was concerning. Cold One Caves. I'm gonna destroy this. Keep the scrying pool and keep the spawn pools of the Chosen. That seems fine. Switch out the scrying pool of Huan Chi for the one that gives us upkeep reduction. We need more Croxagore buildings and less Beast Slayers. Good grief. That wasn't the most amount of work to have to fix that up. Upkeep reduction for all of our Saurus, which we have none. We should definitely change that soon. So like I said, we'll have one army led by a Saurus Old Blood, and he'll have kind of his tried and true Saurus. And we may just wait till we have Gorok even. We'll see. If our economy doesn't even out, I won't be able to get them anyway. Kaiju thankfully has closed the gap to Chaos. We should probably be able to claim Nagash's R as well. Raid the hidden pirate cove. Oh, they've brought Leviathans. We care not. And we pick up 20,000 gold too. The pirate cove contained great wealth in the form of treasures and items stolen from across the four corners, but getting to it was no easy feat. We had to chop through a whole bunch of undead. The rats own Nagash's art. Wait, hang on now. How far is Cathay expanded? I'm glad to see Emmerich here. You may gaze upon my glory. Maybe I'm less excited to see him here. Mentor for Kaiju. The Croak always has cool skills that I've forgotten about in the past. Like Colossal Deliverance lets you blow up walls. But I like him in the army, so we probably won't have him. Does it also destroy? Lowers, that's what I was looking for. Lowers the target, or the level of the target settlement. That is insane. Or you just make it happen a lot more often. The Calming Cognition. Drop our enemies' winds of magic even further. You put Croak with another Slawn, and they are dry in terms of winds. Alright, Liam, where do we send you? Probably to go join Tehinoan. I don't think he had a single hero. We'll bring you down to join Tehinoan. You and Mochi. Twitchy Mochi, we shall send you send you to join up with the Red Crests. Even though the Lizardmen already have an absolute ton of units, I would not mind a Red Crested Skink, like, captain. A hero version of the Red Crests. A captain version of most units is something I would absolutely be here for. Nah, we're not gonna repair that, just let it go, because here comes Archaon. He's not very brave, but... It says you're still recruiting, what happened? I keep losing units randomly from this army, and it's really strange. I had 3 of these Null Ironsides, and then one of them disappeared. Now we have a Hellstorm, which I'm not upset about, but still, it was rather odd. We'll pick up these Bahwak Sentinels for now. Why are you still recruiting? That is bizarre. That is bizarre. Well, I think it's time we deal some damage back. The Writhing Fortress is really well defended. But I'm still gonna be sneaky, like. Quan Chi and Toran Roxy, that's perfect. Ignore the rebellions, and then we go for the commandment of making money. I lied, research rate. The commandment of research rate is always great. It lets us rebuild all the settlements we want in a hurry. Alright, most excellent. We pass. Archaon moves into the Pillar of Skulls, and there's a Khorne hero here too. Archaon brought the entire Regiment of Renown lineup. I do love the Hellforge Bellowers, that's a fun. You know, he's got the Claw and the Slaughter Guard at the same time. Those units, when you see them in the early game, or even in the mid-game, you just go, well, if I don't have my Legendary Lord here, I'm dead. You, Grim. One's peace. Sorry, buddy, the other lizards decided you have to go. Oxyotl is but a servant. Sorry, what? Another rebellion pops up. Alright, Brian, you're on anti-lizard duty. Inslaying Brian now. The Pillar of Skulls was raised. See, now that's just rude. Oxyotl. Oh, it's Zatan. Hello there, Zatan. Zatan and his Hobgoblin Bolt Throwers. We're back to this. It doesn't save him, but we are back to it. Extermination is sending a lot of experience to other lords at this point, which I think is fantastic. Illustria's first line of defense is the forest itself. Would be really cool to have some kind of, maybe not units, but say if you go into defensive mode, I think they need to bring in a lot of the different deployables that you see in Rome and historical titles into Total War. That's gonna, or obviously Total War, Warhammer here. Would it be difficult for them? Oh yes, absolutely. But would it be worth it? Double absolutely. Because imagine you have the ability to drop, because you pick up that ancillary, maybe now you have extra deployables of, like, carnivorous plants, where they're like a slowdown you can deploy, like much like caltrops. They're going to deal a little bit of damage, they're going to slow the enemy and maybe poison them. And each of the factions can have their own that makes sense. It would be so cool. Calm down there, Wizard. That's not a thing. Fair, but it would still be very cool. I think we're gonna grab the old one monument here. Would like to not have to stick around. And then I also think it's time to take away the capstone here. Destroy. Recoup that money. And we'll put it somewhere else over in the wastes. Now we got village and another army. Depending on how potent they are, I don't think we're gonna struggle that much. If it's just a bunch of marauders, it should be a smashing. He's the puppet master, not me. Would like to fight Kolek. Kolek is currently missing. That can't win. Alright, well let's jump in against at least Kolek's faction.
Not in my name.
Not in your name, huh? Good news is we're here to fight in Sotek's name. Your Nurglings come back from the dead, that's impressive. Impressive but worthless. And then, I mean, we're gonna fight Grimgore too, but we need to be a little bit careful on that one. Or we forego caution and just charge them.
This is my land.
That's the strategy I'm kind of interested in. We do have the rock. Make your Flock of Doom better too. Yes, we've got the rock, we got the Flock of Doom. I like our chances. Re-banishment. Are you in this army here? No, Liam's off on his own. Let's give you a Venomous Spit for whenever you do join back up with an army. Then Mochi here, piercing shots. Here, let's kill Jaeger. Be a little bit clever with it, because this army is, well, decent. It could use some upgrading. It's a weenie. Yeah, fighting both of these armies at the same time would be a nightmare, so let's let them split up a little bit. Ambush back over here with... Is he Hamel? And maybe we only keep 2 Razor Dawn for the armor piercing. And we bring in another Blessed Vastillodon for blinding. They also do fire damage. Ooh, the plan's caretaker can get out and attack the Bleeding Spire. How perfect. Here, stop moving for a moment. Let's switch you into Astromancy stance. Never mind. Channeling it is. Several monkeys do not stand in the way of a Fire Rain rocket. And a couple of giant alligators. Hello there, Bastian. I can only imagine that he's going to be leaving a trail as he flees for the hills. Ahead of wind, we have some Derby to run down. Ambush it up, but we'll stay in this province, and let's go ahead and declare war on Grievous too. Is that a fact?
Talking?
Don't worry, brother, there's no talking. Just violence. As soon as we've dealt with the dwarfs, we'll have to head away and set up a proper army, and then I guess he's just in charge of defending Lustria. Because there's really not much else for him to do. I'm just down to the hero section. Nope, Kaiju is still out on the seas. Which I would love to get.
Born to commune with dragons, not lesser beings.
You better watch yourself, brother. I've already joined these wars and everything, so I guess what we're going to do then is we're going to take Kaiju over to invade Ugath's realm. Let's get out of March. I'm not trying to get caught unawares here by a whole elite squad of Nurgle. That would be a nightmare. One Plague Hulk's going to be scary enough for just our poor skinks. Mochi. Probably have you just join up with Brian here. And we'll remove... Ooh, I don't know. No, we're going to keep everything that's in there. No changes. Alright, I'm going to pass out some skills, and I'll catch you next turn. Urson Specs. Well, good news is, Sotek also likes killing rats, so we're coming to help. Oh, nice. Village gets ambushed by this character. He gets double D'd. And we'll take the cash. Typhus Rat takes out the Wellsprings of Eternity. I mean, fair enough. Kind of annoying. Ryan's a supervisor. He'll be back over there to deal with it soon. Yeah, Sticky Dick is now conjoined and separated. Concerning. Quite concerning. Also hoping for a decent battle here soon. We're not just going to continue to hit the auto-resolve button, but until the fight actually matters, we pretty much will be. Edwin's ambush didn't work. Kill some more clan rats. I mean, simple stuff. And we'll just camp out here. Slanesh v Gorok, and Gorok is easily going to win. Orlo's gone, Argwylan's gone. I guess we might have to get over there to re-seed Athelloran at some point. In their fathomless wisdom, the Slawn Mage Priests have learned to use the covetous intrusions of the younger races to observe them in turn. We now get a bunch of additional research rate when stealing and just in general. Oxyotl wants to steal. How close are we? This looks like this is Nurgle's realm too, which would make landing quite a bit more simple. We declare war. Don't worry about calling the allies because I don't trust they all will follow me. Yeah, inconceivable, isn't it? Now this one we'll have to fight ourselves, decisive or not. Exalted Plague Bears are a threat, and then we have Clan Rictus right behind that we are already at war with. Although this will mostly be a case of, oh, you're all in the same spot. Get 'em, Croak. And that'll be that. Now we're not gonna go for anything fancy. We're just gonna go straight down the middle with our crazy Relic Priest. Let's do this. Why are you going around? I guess they have no choice. You each go stand in different places, and we'll just go walk right in and start blasting them. Millions to about here. Javelin Skinks, we can bring the Croxor right behind them so they can cause terror. In positions, lads. We're just gonna go ahead and charge right in these Nurglings. So this tower is blasting us already. We can't have that for long. And the more they get hit with the slow death, the worse for them. They managed to escape the pizza. They took minimal damage from the pizza. Destroy them. Best thing to do is hit them from 2 different angles. Rope, get in there. Probably do want to save the big bubble of Nope, though. In fact, if you could knock down this tower, that'd be great. Load arts away. Actually, let's send the Croxcore to go deal with the Lord. Big Beastie should have no trouble here. Deliverance should get rid of that group. The Unholy Hand Grenade is the only real threat. Here comes some toads. Knock them over. That tower is no more. Fantastic work out of the Razor Dogs there. The comment of actually, do I actually like the unit or not? Yeah, they're really good when they can actually shoot. But that is also the difficulty, is getting them to actually fire. Let's see what Itza 1 does to toads. They are magical after all. Or weak to magic, that is. Truthfully, that was not bad. Alright. We can have more of that. Capture this zone. Well, I'd rather you not be fighting toads if we can help it, thank you. Bring some chameleons down to assist. I'll have the Razor Dawn take out this tower. So we've learned that is actually one of their many skills. Blood Arts to help. Everything else here, onward into the settlement. Where we've got a bunch of kind of labyrinthine ways in, so we'll just go around the back. That tower's gone. Can you hit the Nurglings from here? That would be cool. Oh, they can. Let's see how good that is. Hail of bolts. See, that's a little bit cheating because the slow death how to hit him as well. Have the Croxgore go with them. Same thing with, well, the Skinks are doing, honestly, they're doing fine. Rope, go with you to capture that final zone. We'll keep it on 2x speed because we are, I mean, frankly, we're obliterating them. Bring the Razor Dawn up. So there's another set of the Unholy Hand Grenades. Still under fire from the tower, but that should go away pretty quick. Actually don't think they can move fast enough where they're at. Enjoy. Okay, maybe they can. Clips them a little bit, though, and slows them down. The leadership zone is ours. Draw them back up the hill. Javelins forward. Have the Razor Dawn harass there. I'm going to drop the Itza in front of him to slow him down. That zone's ours. Oh, Itza 2, they walked right into that one. Love to see the blow darts finding some hits too. And then everyone's gathered in this gully. Sneak around and capture this zone for me. Speed things up again here. They're in range for the Unholy Hand Grenades. Let's not let that happen. Get the shot in the back at the same time. Now they're all just kind of hiding over here. But if we can get Croak over, it would be hilarious. Yeah, they're all just gonna huddle in this gully. Alright, that zone's captured. All of our big beasties move in. Broke, if we can get a deliverance out here, you just have to get a lot closer. Come on, Croak. Alright, gang, I'm not gonna make you stay here with me the entire time. We just have to drop one more ball of light in the middle of these stinky boys, and that's the win. And that's how you minimize losses. We will go ahead and just claim the Ruins End. It's got a plague, unfortunately, and Mechanigear here has... Oh no. Well, I don't know if the Skinks will survive our fight, but everything else will. At least the skinks that are invisible will survive fine. Everyone else is going to struggle quite a bit. Do we have any more blessed spawnings we can bring in that would be helpful? Just replacing all the skinks with big beasties would always be helpful, wouldn't it? Instead, we'll grab the walls. So while Kugath has kind of expanded, he hasn't gotten far for 67 turns. Moving a bit slow there, fella. Okay, where's Village? Do we fall for the trap just to see? 'Cause I think we can handle it. Fortune, we haven't passed out our Spears of the Stegodon yet. There's a Stegodon War Spear. Oh, it's only when you're... well, that would be why. There's your problem. Bearded Venerated makes no difference at the moment, so we're going to avoid that one. Instead, make him a Wound Maker. Alright, then we'll drop into Astromancy stance, but hopefully not be ambushed on our way across. Did he abandon his men? It appears so. Wait, what? The reinforcements are a single set of pink horrors? Color me confused. It's just a single set of pink horrors that capture that. That is beyond weird. Their towers, however, are extremely potent, so we'll just leave our skinks back here and we can bring them up and join the fight as needed. Otherwise, they are going to die in droves, and we don't need them. Carnosaurs should be able to tear down the walls, same thing with all of these Stegodons. Lots of indestructible sections, we're going to go through here. Waddle can make them all invisible, and anything that is in danger of being killed by a Hell Cannon shot needs to stay back and away from the Hell Cannon shots. Alright, let's do it. Battle begin. Oh, Carnosaur can't go through the walls. Okay, fair enough. Just our Stegodons, which we will send in a hurry. That's all indestructible. Sneaky Carnosaur, let's have you all go after this gatehouse here. You can run all the way over to kill that captain when it shows up. Should be fast enough to avoid the worst of it. Only problem with the Spirit of Tepok is it really has the worst of the bound spells. It can heal, which is nice, and then the Time Warp. Not that good. Yeah, stick it on you, switch positions a bit there. Carnosaurs are all into different gates, which is fantastic. Throwing fireballs at the Spirit is fairly worthless. Let's see how well it does against the Chosen. The answer is probably not great. And it is still the beat Coatl, just because I have not decided to throw on a mod for just a change of a single cosmetic unit. The trolls, no, there's too many things that are heavy there, they can bog them down. Let's attack the Chosen from behind. Walls are going down, but I think if we try to move into these towers, we're going to lose a lot. And go find them. It's just perfectly positioned to be a problem. Oh, hello. Chosen versus Spirit. Spirit is easily winning. have you escape this way for another dive in a moment. Well, that went very well. What about this angle? There are halberdiers over here, but these chosen are in a dangerous spot. Walls are getting ready to crumble. There you are, good sir. Enjoy death. Yeah, I think they're just getting each other's way. They're through the gates there. Not gonna drop in on that section, but the walls are starting to crumble. Perfect, perfect. Let's go knock over this tower. Charge is 1. You should rip through into the trolls. We can bring Brian in for some magical use. That captain is wavering already. How are you doing against this? Not bad, but we can change targets. Heal up all of our big beasties that are easily smashing through here. Oh, what's that? The thunderous one. Charge those trolls. Spellcaster's not quite isolated enough. But we're gonna drop in on this weakened unit of Chosen here. And drop it now. We'll save the time warp. We need to kill these trolls to give us some space. Okay, they're out of here. Charge right to the Chaos Warriors. Can we hit him with a banishment from further away? No. They'll stay on the walls for a moment. Use the trolls to get out of that. I'm getting shot by way too many Hellcat shots back to back. We are going to go for a Fate of Juna here, or can we get a Spirit Blight out or a Soul Blight? We can. Weaken them both. Charge from the side. Go ahead and strengthen everything here. You go ahead and charge back in. Banishment into this location. One Croxagore, you gotta move. Did we manage to dodge? Hey, not bad. As Juna fell. We should have then conquered the walls. Thanks to the sheer monstrous killing potential of Ripperdactyls. I believe I called Razor Dawn earlier. Wrong unit entirely. The more you send in, the more we get to kill. Not really sure how they have control of the towers when all the units that would be are dead. Send in the sneakies, everyone else needs to kind of stay back. He's just a mage, so killing him should be nice and easy. Fate of Juna on these Halberdier Chosen. Switch positions for me if we can. Bring the spirit on over as well. These Chosen are laughing themselves to death. Hero died so quickly. Good grief. Keep putting them down, boys. Now everyone charge these. Are these Chosen as well? Oh, they are. Not for long. Crocodile charges first, and then the Ripidactyl. Stem in behind them. A unit that, if they get shot even a little bit, or get focused, they get smashed. Keep moving. Yeah, these Chosen are all broken and fleeing out of the settlement. Now it's time we move as one big blob. The death blob begins. Beaks will start causing fear too with the Croxagore here. Which is fantastic. Ripidactyl of each lost a model. Let's get up in the air. And they've got low armor and low model count. What are you doing all the way in here? I'm killing chariots, boss. What else? Yet another banishment. We kind of want to save that. Well, I'm not sure our opponents are going to be fighting for much longer. Go after the knights. Yeah, just keep them slightly away from us here. The Croxagore can slam in now that the skinks are in close proximity. They're dealing more damage. They can charge together. Earthbending Croxagore versus plate armor. Don't actually think that's much of a fight. This wave charged right through into these Chaos Warriors with halberds. Here, you stay out of it. And then the rest of the army gets cold feet and runs for the hills. Too bad Village wasn't here. It might have been an actual fight. And Satang tries to steal our thunder by power posing in front of us. Fair enough. This slight shall not be forgotten, Gundam. What happened to Village? I could have swore there was another army around there somewhere, but I guess that's the Puppets of Mistral. Gone. Done and dusted. We get to build another geomantic redoubt. Probably another star chamber to make sure we have just like... I think our lords are recruiting in now something that like rank... Here we can just check instead of guessing. Rank 24? Yeah, that's pretty good. They show up already immortal. Then here we can grab... Well, truth be told, none of these are very necessary. We'll grab the glyph wall of Scott Lee just in case of a rebellion. Alright, well that is going to be all the time I have got for today. We even got Grimgore rather in a bad spot, so we might be starting the next episode off with a brawl against Old Ironhide. We've got 4 out of 5 Dark Fortresses claimed, and we've built, I think, 4 Geomantic Bastions at the moment, so we are... Hopefully it's not thinking we haven't built them. Yeah, we've got 4 of them built so far, and we're working on the higher tier for most, so that should be complete quite soon. Thanks all for stopping on by. If you enjoyed, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the subathon. And next turn, or next episode, we shall be sealing the northern gate.